Jeff Blankman talking right now with Shyanne, Sporrer, and Cassidy Branning from the IK Man and Cross Country team over at the Woodbine Invitational today. They finish up in 12th and 13th place respectively. We'll start off with Shy, who's over here on my left. And Cheyenne, you said that kind of an odd start today.
Yeah.
You couldn't quite hear the starter, and all of a sudden the gun was going off.
Yeah, it was a little different, but we made up for it, I guess.
How'd you feel at the start of the race? It sounded like you got out pretty quick.
Yeah, I got out a little quicker than I probably should have. I think I was just confused with the gun situation, but it was fine.
How long before you felt like you settled in and ran the race you wanted to?
We had to do this big loop, and it's I think about half mile. And so it took about a half mile to get settled in, and then got going.
I know you were sitting top 5, top 6 there through the first loop or two on this side. Then you guys headed over to the orchard area. Talk about what it was like running over here. I know it's not a real smooth course, so how are you able to adjust to that?
Well, you just you have to pay attention to the ground a little bit more than you're used to. I know the girl ahead of me that I was running with most of the time, she kept tripping, so then I had to kind of adjust myself to where she wasn't catching her foot, so just have to adjust.
Now, you also had a large part of the crowd over on this side. Hardly anybody probably filters all the way over to the orchard. Does that affect you at all, or all of a sudden you're running and people are yelling at you and then you get into a kind of a silent area?
Definitely, yeah. I know my sister, when she runs, she likes not to have a lot of people, but I can tell, especially at the beginning of races when your adrenaline's still picking up and there's a lot of people, I always get out a little too quick because there's so many people cheering for you, so you want to be running your best. But yeah, you just have to adjust, especially the finish. When there's not as many people at the finish, you just have to pay attention to your surroundings and go yourself.
How'd you feel through the orchard area?
Pretty good. It's a change having to go back and forth and back and forth. You feel like you're running the same spot a lot. But it's kind of nice because you get to keep an eye out for all the other runners. Cassidy. I was watching her pretty close today, but she was having a really good race. And all of us. We had a team today, so that was very nice.
Talk about that, where you finally had a few more teammates to be able to put a team together.
Yeah, it's really nice because last year and this year we didn't really have a team for most of the races, so having a team today, it's funny because you get to go out there and we get to compete individually like we're used to, but then come and try to get on the team rankings too. So it's nice having those girls here.
Do you feel good about your overall place in race today?
I think so, yeah. I'm happy with it. I was hoping our coach talked to us, he wanted us in the top 15, so we did pretty good.
Yeah, 3 of them in the top 15. That's really, really good showing for you girls today. Shy, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
You bet. Let's move over now to Cassidy. And Cassidy, did you get out to the quick start, or were you a little more aware of the gun going off?
I was not aware at all. I was spacing off and then it was like bam. No, it's at first I usually don't take off as fast as Pam and Shyanne, but within the first mile I try to get my groove going, try to get up there, find my pace, and then after I get my pace I kind of try to work my way up.
So where did you feel it? Was it a full mile, or did you get into that groove a little earlier today?
It's kind of where you yelled at me. I kind of started telling myself I needed to go and that I was feeling okay, so it was okay to start pushing.
How much did you push? Because you caught quite a few girls that last maybe mile or mile and a half.
Well, there was a time where I did pass 4 or 5 girls, and then for most of it I kind of just tried keeping my pace, or tried keeping my spot, I guess. But I made sure no one passed me.
You did most of your damage the way it looked kind of in the orchard area. I know most of the kids I've talked to today that ran over there felt a little uncomfortable over there, but is that where you felt you're most comfortable?
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Like Shyanne said, it is nice hearing people cheer you on, but the one I always listen to the most for is Mr. Cass, and it's kind of nice just hearing him, not feeling pressure from everyone else. But yeah, so I actually liked running in there too. It's a good place to have my mindset too.
Now, I know I talked with Peyton a little bit, and she said that it was kind of odd. You guys were weaving back and forth. Then all of a sudden you had to skip a row. How confusing was that if you weren't right in there, where maybe the car that was kind of leading you through, or the vehicle that was leading you through?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, she's right. I mean, once you keep your groove going and get that pace, it's really confusing. After a while, you're like, whoa, they skipped too. But then it also kind of feels good because then you're like, it's towards the end. So.
You came back out into this front area here. You were kind of right behind Shy at that point, and you ended up staying kind of right in that position the way it seemed the rest of the race. How comfortable did you feel coming up the straightaway to the finish line?
Not comfortable because there was a girl right behind me, and then she started passing me, and then I knew I had to start sprinting, and I hate. It is an uncomfortable feeling for sure, but once you do pass on it, I feel good.
How much do you think the summer training helped you to start here the cross country season?
Definitely a lot. This has probably been my best season, and I can definitely tell it comes from summer training.
Well, I tell you what, appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
Great job out here today.
Thank you.